we've talked about this, that Elise did her farewell tour and then she didn't go bye-bye.
And then she said, just kidding.
Yeah. She said, "Oop."
I'm back.
Yeah.
And now maybe she runs for governor, maybe not.
Does she realize that involves campaigning?
Oh,
Like,
Well,
does she realize it involves showing up? I mean, I know, Elise, that you just sold your $2 million home in DC, but do you know that it involves campaigning?
Mm-hmm. Fair question.
I think that there, I think that representing folks and talking to them is such an honor and a privilege. And it would be, the honor of a lifetime for me if this district votes for me. But just being able to talk is just really nice.
It fills your soul
even
up,
if
doesn't
like
it?
even
Yeah.
if like you know what, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, this, like, there are a lot of people who probably don't agree with me, but there are just as many unaffiliated voters in this district as there are Democrats, and just about the same. And this district has voted for a Republican for the last 10 years.
Yep.
But we've also tried the same thing over and over and over again.
We being the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
Got it.
I just don't think it's enough to be against something anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I actually think like it's time that we like have a real vision.
Yeah.
Like,
Stand
I
for
believe in like the better America.
Yeah.
Like, I believe that like we should have a vision for what should not be a zero-sum game, that we actually like can get by and get ahead together, that we need to stop fighting side by side and realize that the people that we need to fight against are the people above us who want us to fight side by side while they rob us blind.
Right. We have the numbers.
People
overpowered.
I was just, I grew up during the Occupy Wall Street movement. Like that,
yeah.
we are the 99%. Like,
Yeah.
bring it back.
Bring it
Like,
back.
roll it back. We
Yep.
are. We
Yeah.
are. And if we stopped tomorrow, they would not know what to do.
No.
And so what they would know to do is that they would know that they still had to block the Epstein files, that they know that they have to still rig the economy to get their tax giveaways. But they can try to, bust our unions and deflate our wages and rip our healthcare and shut our hospitals. But at the end of the day, we still are the 99%. And I just believe that that's the future and the vision that we should be on, that we should be talking about what is the better America we're fighting for.
Right. What does it look like? Yeah.
I agree with that. I think everybody in this room agrees on most things to begin with. But a question that I have based on everything that you said, which I happen to agree with, is why do you think the people of the district have been so comfortable to vote for Elise Stefanik or a Republican? Because that's really the deciding factor whether or not you win or not, right? It's like, who do people vote for? So why has it become such a reliably Republican district, and how do you counter that?
Yeah.
Especially for someone who doesn't show up, because that's my number one concern. When I go back home and I talk to people about what's going on in the community, she's still winning, right? But my perception is that she's more focused on her own career. That's my own personal view. I think the facts bear that out. But how do you compete with someone who can win in that environment by not showing up?
Yeah.
What's the deciding factor there?
I think what we have seen across this country are that people are tired of a powerful establishment, powerful elites, powerful folks who time and again protect the ultra rich and leave working families behind. Without getting into so many different rabbit holes about why, I just want to name two. Money in politics and corporate consolidation. Elise's like big funders back in 2014 were Paul Singer and like Peter Thiel, who are still the billionaires today, like behind Project 2025 and manipulating our economy. Look no further. This last couple of weeks around conversations in the news and who has been silenced in their programming and what we see on TV, Nexstar and Sinclair,
Mm-hmm.
they own so many local outlets. There's this great clip from 2018. I don't know if either of you have seen it, about Sinclair Media, where like they've packaged the talking points and have shipped it out to all local news stations, and it just runs it back over and over again. And it's like multiple news stations, like dozens, if not hundreds, across the country who have said the same thing over and over and over again. So, so this is what I think I said earlier. There is a through line between consolidation and censorship and the corruption in our economy. And I just think that, this is why folks have become apathetic to our elections, to our politics. They've become very cynical because, again, as I said, the future of our politics oftentimes aren't in those rooms. They just think that there's no point in showing up.
Yep.
And that comes down to the way we get elected, big money. How laws get passed, big money. How we learn about those laws, corporate consolidation. And what we actually hear, corporate consolidation. So I am unafraid of going to Congress and fighting corporate interests and ultra wealthy interests who have a chokehold on our democracy and our economy. And that's why it is inherently tied to how we deliver tangible things in your life to make sure that you can have a job that pays enough to live, that makes sure you have enough to afford that home, to afford that childcare,